Good morning, students. Welcome to your science class. I hope you all are doing good. And once again, we'll start the new session for you. And I hope you had a good rest. And you have to switch on the works. Okay. Yes. Last class we discussed about the nutrition in plants we studied, and today's class we learned that how the nutrition takes place in animals. Okay, whereas coming to the plants, plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. And how the photosynthesis it will be occur, that you all learned. There are necessary for 4 factors. Okay, by utilizing those factors, plant can synthesize their own food. Whereas coming to the animals, they cannot do that. So what the animals will do means they'll depend on other organisms, okay, like plants and other animals, so on. Okay, that's the reason animals when they eat or when they graze the plant products, we'll call them as an herbivores. When the animals when they eat the fresh type of food, and those animals will call it as a carnivores. Okay, whereas coming to the human beings, and we used to eat both the plants and animals, and so we'll come under the omnivorous groups. Okay, children? Yes. So actually let me say that how you will get an energy. You all know that food, through the food. Why the food is necessary for us? Food is necessary for our growth and also to continue all our the metabolic activities. The food is necessary. Okay? Yes. And what are the different components of the food to get an energy? That's the different components of the food we used to take in the form of carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are richly available in the rice, and we can also say the proteins, and we'll all proteins, minerals, nutrients, vitamins, and these are all called as an food components. Just let me show one pic where all these food components are available. See, and the different forms of the food we used to take. Okay, and we used to take the fruits and the what is called as pulses and cereals and fish, meat, egg, and so on. Okay, they are richly having the carbohydrate product as well as the protein and the fat. Okay, yes. So let me say that what are all these components, how they are. All the food components what we used to take, and these components are complex products, we can say that. Okay, and now these complex products has to be converted into the simple. Okay, the conversion of the complex food products into the simple, we'll call it as an digestion. Okay, yes. How this digestion occurs in human beings and different animals, we are going to study in this particular topic. Okay, the conversion of complex food into the simple, we'll call it as a digestion. Okay, just if you see that different ways of taking of the food. We the human beings, how we used to eat the food means, we used to take the food with the help of mouth, and we will chew the food and we will swallow, and that we are going to study very clear later. If you see other animals, how they used to take the food. Okay, yes, for example, if you observe the hummingbird, what the hummingbird used to do means, it sucks the nectar. Okay, yes, in the same way if you observe the butterfly all the time it visits the flowers and it's to suck the nectar with the help of the long proboscis. Okay, and if you see the snake like a python, what the python will do, just it swallows it. Whatever, how much big it is, immediately it swallow it. Okay, yes. If you see the snail used to scrap the food. With the snail has the long, the tongue-like structure that is called the radula, and radula comes out, and with the help of that scrapping of the food, it will be takes place. Okay, yes. Okay, next one, buffaloes. If you see the buffaloes, what the buffaloes used to do means, just whenever they see the food, immediately they takes the food. When they get their leisure time, and they sit and they bring back the food, and they'll start through the food. Okay, so these are all the different ways of food mechanisms in a living organisms. Okay, just let me show some pics for you, then it is clear for you. Okay, when it's coming to the snails, the snail, this is a snail. Snail has the radula, and it comes out the radula out, and with the help of that it scraps it. Just scraping in the sense, just inside it takes. Okay, next one, if you see the next pictures, if you see, then how this ant is to do. You know that ants, to collect the food, they all form the line, and just they will move, and just they will just the cats hold the food with the help of the mouth, and then just what they'll do means they take the food inside. Okay, yes. So next we can say others, for example, butterflies. If you see the butterflies, they used to visit the flowers, and then just they say, see the butterflies, what they're doing here, just they visit the flowers, and they used to suck the nectar. Okay, that's enough, children. Just these pictures, if you see, and all the organisms are not collecting the food in the same way. They have the different methods. Siphoning is there, and chewing is there, scraping is there, and swallowing is there. Okay, so these are all different methods of intake of the food in different animals. For example, if you see the eagle, what the eagle is to do is used to catch the animals, and slowly with the help of the beak, and then what they will do means, see, if you see the eagle, what the eagle is doing here, and it catch the animal prey with the help of the leg, and then just it takes somewhere, and then whenever it gets the free time, and then what it will do means it used to bite with the help of the strong beak. Okay, yes. So these are the different modes of the food. Textbook on tabular form is given, children. That is an activity for you, and just you collect the eagle, how it will be eat, what type of food it will eat, how it will be. Okay, lice, what type of food, and what is that mechanism called. And down of the tabular form they given some few words also, scraping, siphoning, chewing. Okay, yes, what it will suits for that, and that you have to pick up and you have to write. Okay, that I will give you for like as a homework. Okay, so here one more interesting fact, let me say. If you see the starfish, I hope you all aware about it. The starfish, it is an invertebrate, and how this starfish used to take the food means, it's an interesting fact that is. Okay, when a starfish try to eat only the shelled animals, and the shell of this animal is made up of the calcium carbonate. Whenever the shelled animals, it will becomes closer to the starfish, what it will do means it makes a sound, pop sound it will come, and the stomach it will comes out, and it catch hold that the hard shell, it just make it only the flesh, soft flesh it takes inside, and just the stomach it will goes again inside. Okay, that is a very interesting. Just if just watch the video, you can see that what the starfish is doing here. Whenever this hard the shelled animal, it's made up of the calcium carbonate. When this is let's see what is happening here. Already that the flesh, the white one. See here, the white, the flesh, it is going inside. The prey, the food particle, it is going inside. Okay, when it goes inside, automatically what will happen? The animal, it will becomes to the normal position. Okay, I hope just have a look on this, how the food particle it is going inside. Okay, children, this is something in different way. In different way, the food is taken by the starfish. Okay, yes. So like that, all the organisms which are present on the land, they have the different mechanisms to take the food. Okay, yes. Let me say about how the digestion takes place in human beings. What are the different parts involved in human beings for to completion of the digestion? This I given already the definition. Digestion means what? Conversion of complex food into the simple. That it will be called as an digestion. Okay, yes. What are the parts involved in the digestion means? Then first part is mouth, and the second one is food pipe. This is also called as an esophagus, and mouth we can say the buccal cavity. Okay, whereas coming to the next third part, we will say stomach, and fourth one is small intestine, fifth is large intestine, and the rectum and an anus. Okay, yes. Today class, let me say about the mouth. Actually, where this mouth is situated, where the mouth is situated means it is situated in between upper and the lower jaw. Okay, if you open this upper and the lower jaw, they will see this empty space. That empty space we'll call it as a buccal cavity. Okay, yes. What are the other things we'll see inside the mouth means we'll see a set of teeth, and along with that tongue is also present. All the time your mouth, it will be the wetting condition. Okay, how it will be wet all the time? That means there are separate structures present inside the mouth, and they are called as an salivary glands. And these salivary glands, they produces saliva, and with the whenever we are taking the food, so the food it will be get what is happening in means grinded or cutted with the separate with the different types of the teeth. That everything we'll study very clear. Okay, yes. So the food what you are taking, that complex one, immediately if you, with the help of the muscular tongue, and it will be get bitten or is broken down into the small pieces. Okay, and not that particular process we'll call it as a grinding or an masticating. Okay, so now what will happen to this masticated food means the masticated food, it will be goes into the next part, that it will be called as a food pipe. Okay, yes children, from food pipe it reaches to stomach and small intestine and large intestine, and the waste product, it's settled in the large intestine, and this it will be comes out to the rectum and an anus. Okay, next class I will explain very clearly the how the food it will be what are the other changes are taking place in the different parts we will study. Okay, yes. The first one, let me say about mouth. Let's coming to the mouth. Okay, yes. What are the different parts present in the mouth? And we have to study about teeth, and next tongue, and we have to study about salivary glands. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. So now there's it is an where this will be present means it is present in between upper and lower jaw. Okay, yes. So as that particular part we'll call it as a buccal cavity. Okay, inside this buccal cavity, I said there are the teeth. Yes, let me say about the teeth. How many teeth it will be present? What is the dental formula for the teeth that we are going to study now? Okay, there are 4 types of teeth we'll see in a human beings. Okay, the first one we can say that canines. Second type of teeth are called as incisors, and third one is premolars, and fourth one is molars. Okay, yes. First one is what? Canines, incisors, and premolars and molars. Okay, whereas coming to the canines, okay, what is the function of this canines means they are helpful for to bite the food. And we can also say that tearing, especially in an carnivorous animals, these canines are so sharp. That's the reason they will tear the food. Flesh-eating animals. Okay. Next one is coming to the incisors. How these incisors will be helpful means the incisors helpful for only to nip or we can say the biting process. Bite or for nibbing. Nibbing in the sense, especially we can say in herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals, they used to nip the grass. Okay? Yes, they nip the grass. That means with the help of this incisors, they used to nip the grass. Let's coming to this premolars and molars, and they're helpful for grinding. Grinding, we can also say that mastication. Okay? Yes. Tomorrow, class, just I'll say that how where they are situated, how they will be present. That we'll study in the next class. Okay? Children, just let me brief out what I explained today. First, we studied about the digestion, the definition for the digestion. Okay, conversion of complex food into the simple food, it is called as an digestion. And the next topic I explained how the different ways of food mechanism in different animals we discussed. Okay, and I started how the nutrition takes place in an the digestion occurs in a human being. What are the parts involved in the digestion? It starts with the mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Okay, and first one it will come to the mouth. A mouth has situated in between upper and the lower jaw, and we have to study about teeth, tongue, and an salivary glands. Okay, different type of teeth which are present in the mouth. I explained they are canines, incisors, premolars, and then molars. Okay, children, I'll continue this particular topic in the next class. Until then, just take care and just stay safe at home, and I will forward the homework for you. Do it in the homework book. That's all for today.